Welcome back to the cabin. It is very cold outside. Winter is officially here. We got the first snow and first frost about this week, midweek I'd say. And it is pretty cold. That's why the attire changed. I came right away and started a fire instead of just a little fleece or wool shirt. I have a t-shirt, a wool shirt, and my anorak with my little toque. I still have the same boots and the pants, but I don't get cold easily waist down, so that's going to be just fine. But thanks again for being here and watching the video. I know I have a few new subscribers and I've been reading comments, so I'm glad you guys are enjoying the videos. I did bring a steak and some cheese today. A nice flank steak. It's already marinated and seasoned and everything. It's going to be awesome cooked on the stove, so I'll do that after. But for the people that want to know, I thought I'd go over some stuff just for the time that the cast iron pan is heating up. I did bring a different gun with me this time, and I know there's a few people that are intrigued by those, so I'll go over it. You guys can see it clearly. I did bring my power bank, so I actually have 2 rows of lights, which is better than oil lanterns. But this is an original 1887 lever action shotgun. Not usually your standard shotgun you'd see in whatever hunting scenario, anything that's modern, but it's probably one of my favorite designs ever. Just the way it looks, it's iconic. The way it works, super sweet action. Yeah, purchased it quite some time ago at a gun show. Now I kind of just carry it whenever I feel like it. I have the shells on my waist. If you take one out, I have a variety, and they are already turning, well, they've been there for years, so this is a, can't read on it, I think it's a four buck maybe, I wrote down on that cap, but I do reload these. These are 2 5/8 inch shells, and they are full brass. So yeah, sweet little action, not super common. Lever actions are pretty cool in my books. So yeah, it is in pretty good condition. I try to take good care of my stuff. I oil all my stuff here and there as often as I can, honestly, maybe a few times a year, even the Safe Queens. So yeah, for the people that were wondering, this is my weapon of choice for today at the cabin. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this little segment, because I always get a lot of comments on what I bring, and for this little adventure, this is it right here. Original 1887, made in 1889, I believe. But I got the memory of a goldfish, so I wouldn't know. And it is a 12 gauge, not a 10 gauge. This is all that's left from like last week's big pile of apples. I added molasses. I added this salt block that was triple in size. Now there's barely, well, there's only salt block left, there's nothing else. So I'm guessing there was quite a lot of activity. I'm gonna check on my trail cam if there's any good news. Maybe there's big deer that are coming, but I can confirm for you guys that there is three females, so 3 does. There's a raccoon. Oh, there's like 10 raccoons. A fisher, a rabbit, like 1 or 2 squirrels, and a blue jay. I have pictures. I'd have to include them in the video sometimes. I just have to find them and stuff. But let me know if you guys want to see some of those. If there's some people interested in seeing wildlife around the cabin. Sometimes there's bears, moose. I could include them in the video. So let me know if you guys want to see some of that. But yeah, for now, I think I'll just... Only thing I have today is molasses that's left from last time. So I'll go get that and see if I can't add some to the logs, or maybe even on top of the salt, if it's not completely frozen. Have a bit of olive oil, but it's frozen. Just sprinkle a bit in there. Oh, Jesus Christ. That pan is boiling. For the people that know, well, you can confirm or not, but for the people that don't, cooking on a stove isn't always easy. I know some people say, "Oh, it's super nice and the food tastes different," and it's true, but especially on a little stove like this, the elongated ones, it's not very wide. So there's a reason why. I don't know if you guys will see this, but a full blown log like this, around 16 to 20 inches, is not good for cooking. That's why I'll go outside after and split more. I have a little 10 to 12 inch firewood like this for exactly this. When you cook, you want your fire to be underneath the stove, well, underneath your pan or whatever meal you're cooking, and you want a hot fire. So for that, that's why I usually take pine or birch, because, well, you guys probably can't hear it, but it just ignited right away. And I try to keep some short, dry firewood exactly for this, just for cooking. I try to arrange my wood pile in a certain way also. Like I said, my wood pile closer to the stove is usually my shorter pieces. They'll dry out super quick when the stove is obviously working and fired up. So, for example, like there's this little stumpy piece. There's another piece right there. I try to keep them close to the fire. And on the left side, all here is just bigger pieces of wood that I might just use to heat up. That have maple in there and stuff, but it's just wood that I don't really care about, I guess. Even if it's semi-dry, or it doesn't really matter. The fire just eats it up. It's probably one of the worst fireplaces or stoves you could have. It just eats up wood. This is boiling hot. Try not to scorch my legs to death. The cast iron is boiling, and so is the cabin. Obviously, downside of cooking on a stove, it's better during the cold months because it is just suffocating in here. This thing is just so tender. I think this is a flank steak. I think so. I know there's some crazy meat steak experts out there. I'm just not one of them. I think that's what the guy said. I think a flank steak is what it is in English. So, oh. Oh yeah, that's good. Oh, it's amazing. It's always perfectly seasoned. I get it straight from the butcher shop. It's as fresh as you can get. It's perfectly cooked. I don't know what I'm doing. I just get lucky every time. But yeah, this is amazing. He said it was red wine and chives, I believe. And he knows his stuff because it's amazing. Nothing beats cooked at the cabin, fresh steak, perfectly seasoned, and good cheese. I'll call it the end of this video here. Just a little short, relaxing video. Just had a little meal. Probably one of the best steaks I've ever had. Super tender, super crispy, cooked to perfection, even if I don't know what I'm doing. Not even on the slightest scale. And yeah, great cheese with that too. Maybe I have to bring some good pickles next time. The steak cheese pickle combo is still undefeated at the cabin. I also brought in a little bit of firewood, put some, not really food, but more of attractants to get a few pictures for the wildlife. And like I said before, let me know if you guys want to see some pictures. And I also have some videos, because the camera takes like 2 or 3 pictures and a video all at the same time. So it's very cool to see how, you know, the wildlife, the deers and the bears and whatnot interact with whatever I leave outside. So let me know if you guys want to see that. I chopped a bit of wood off camera. You guys saw I cut a few logs up, just so I'm ready next time to cook again once more. And yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments if you guys made it this far and what you'd like to see in upcoming videos. I try to read all the comments, you know, especially the nice suggestions. I'll read those. I try to go over, if I remember. Like I said before, I have the memory of a goldfish, so I try to remember as I'm doing stuff here to cover you guys' comments. But let me know what you guys want me to do and see. Until next time.